In this video, we're going to go over 6 different GED math word problems. In the first example, we're ordering coffee online. One company charges $15 per bag plus $5 shipping. The other one uses this equation to find the cost. And N represents the number of bags. What's the difference if you order 5 bags? So that's no problem. We'll just start with the first company, Bean Co., and we'll do $15 times we're ordering 5 bags, and then plus the $5 shipping. So we pay $80 for Bean Co. And then for Fast Brew, we're just going to change N, the number of bags, to 5. So we're going to put a 5 right there. So let's do 18, and then times 5 plus 8. That'll give us 98. And then finally, we want to find the difference between them. So that just always means subtract. So we'll do the bigger one minus the smaller one. 18, that is the difference there. This equation here represents the price of a mala that has B beads. What does the number 0.27 mean in this equation? Because the whole thing's the price, we're initially paying $15 plus 0.27 times the number of beads that we have. In other words, the price is going to go up that amount for every bead that we buy. Therefore, that is the price per bead, and that's it. And you could test it because a mala has 108 beads, so you could do 108 times that plus 15, and that'll give you the total cost there. Monique saved $9.80 to buy a new phone for $7.75. If her phone bill is $35 per month, how many full months can Monique pay for her bill with her savings? Now let's go ahead and start with her total and then subtract out the cost of the phone. So that leaves her with $205. Then we want to find out how many months she can pay her bill, and that's $35. Divide by that. And that'll give us this. However, we can't actually afford 6 months. We can only afford 5. So therefore, that's our final answer there. You put a can of soda in a mini fridge. The initial temperature is 67 degrees. If the temperature drops 6 degrees every hour, which expression represents the temperature after T hours? Now, one way to do this is just to change T to 1. So what would the temperature be after 1 hour? Well, every time you have a 6T next to each other, it's just going to be 6 times 1, so it's going to be 6. So let's see what happens. Okay, this one gives us 6 minus 67. That would make it a negative temperature after an hour. That wouldn't make sense, so that's out. The next one would be 6 plus 67. Well, that would make it 73 degrees. That would warm it up, so that's no good. The third one, 67 minus 6, bingo, because that'll get us down to 61 degrees. It's dropping the temperature, and that's what we want there. And then that last one, once again, that'll add 6, so that'll make it 73 degrees. No good, that'll warm it up. So that's it there. You could always try to plug in a value for the letter and see what makes sense. The chance it will rain each day this week is 60%. What's the probability that it'll rain 4 days in a row? Now to set this up, let's just put 4 spots for the 4 days. But we know every day the probability that it'll rain is 60%, so let's put that in those spots. But if you want multiple things to happen, you're always going to use multiplication for probability here. So therefore, you could just type this into the calculator. But another way to do it when you're multiplying multiple things is to do it to the power 4. And that's equivalent to this. We just don't have to type as much. So let's see what that looks like. Let's clear. We'll do 0.60, then you use the up arrow to the power of 4. Bada boom, we get that. Now when you're converting it from a percent to a decimal or vice versa, just move the decimal 2 places to the right. So it's going to be 12.96%, or it's about 13%. So we'll call it good with B there. A blueprint uses a scale of 1/2 inch is equal to 20 feet. How many inches tall is a building that's actually 88 feet? Whenever you're scaling things down or up, you could always set up a proportion. And the way you could start it is you could stack the two things that you're given in the beginning on the left side there. Then we want to find out where do we put 88 feet on the other side. But feet's on the bottom, so we'll put feet on the bottom there. And that's the thing we're looking for. Once you have this set up, you'll always multiply the things diagonally, and then divide by what's left over. So let's check that out. Okay, we'll do 88 and then multiply by the thing diagonally, 0.5, and then divide by what's left over, 20. And that'll give us 2.2. So that's how many inches is equivalent to 88 feet. And one last one. We have a laptop, it's $850, but it's on sale for 10% off. We also have a coupon for an additional 5% off. What's the price that we'll pay? If you're taking 10% off, then you're really just paying 90%. And you could always think of it like money. When you say per cent, just think of it as cents. So it's 90 cents there. Okay, so that's the amount that we're going to pay of the $850. So we're going to multiply those two. That'll give us $765. But from here, we're then going to take an additional 5% off. But 5% out of 100, we're going to pay 95%. And then multiplying those two, that'll give us our final, $726.75. So that's it there. Let me know what other word problems you would like me to cover in the next video here. Hope these were helpful for you. We'll see you in the next video. Toodles.